There are a great many people in my audience who have taken great offense and issue with the fact that over at my Patreon channel, I have said in no uncertain terms that I believe the current iteration of the U.S. government is making a giant error. They are deporting the wrong people. There's a certain group of people in this country that you just can't say anything about whatsoever unless it's an absolute glow fest of worship. Well, in answer to those people, I would like to read a very obscure quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., something he said right before his end came. He said, "I have almost reached the regrettable conclusion that the Negro's greatest stumbling block in his stride toward freedom is not the Ku Klux Klanner, but the white moderate, who is more devoted to order than to justice." Now, let me ask you something, folks. Would you like to wake up every morning living in a country where out on your streets you saw displayed law and order? Or would you rather wake up every morning to the nightmare of racial justice every single day, like we saw during the summer of 2020? See, there's one group of people that the summer of 2020 for them was the best thing ever, even though it was a great national shame and nightmare for the rest of us. Now, if you'd like a much further dive, breaking news alert, brand new video up over at the Florida Mosquito Patreon channel where we continue into this deep dive, where I truly think the government of the United States is making a giant catastrophic error. There's a group of people that love America, that want to come here and they want to have jobs and they want to work and they want to support the American dream. And intermixed amongst them, yes, there are some criminals. But there's another group of people here in this country that hate the very idea of work. They loathe it. They see it as some type of a chain. And they will do everything they possibly can to get out of work. And they are all criminals. Every one of them. If you'd like to get read in, join us. It's a brand new video over there. It's at the unit brigade commander level. That's the $10 and $15 a month level, respectively. Love to have you over there. If you sign up, check out all the videos. They go back years and years and years, all the way back to 2018. Hundreds of videos. Never before seen on YouTube. And if after 3 months it's not for you, fully refundable. First 90 days, no questions asked. Love to have you over there. Now, isn't it funny how it's always Mexican American, African American, Asian American? But when you're the actual founder of the country, we're just Americans. But everything's our fault. Always, isn't it? That's why we have to see what we have to see, don't we? I put up a thumbnail with this for 2028. Because truly, regardless of who the candidates are in 2028, this is going to be the war. One vision, one view that has law and order, and one that has just never-ending events of justice. Let's just put it that way. And let's just say the word for what it really means. For them, justice just means revenge. If we can't, then you can't. But the net effect is going to be this. You see, in the Constitution, the very basis of it is to promote domestic tranquility, ensure domestic tranquility, promote the general welfare. That's what they're going to use. Mark my words. Oh, and speaking of general welfare, how many of you remember, pardon me, man, this cough is just terrible. How many of you remember everybody was losing their minds some years ago? Florida Mosquito, haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? Hundreds of millions of genetically modified mosquitoes in Florida, and oh, everybody's going to die and all this stuff. Well, that was years and years ago. years and years ago, and nothing bad's happened. Funny story, though, when you read what they were actually doing, I think a lot of people would be for it. Genetically modified mosquito technologies. The proboscis, which is the thing the little mosquito uses to shoot down into your skin and transmit whatever it has to you and make your skin itch. Well, in this GMO mosquito, that mouth part is manipulated to make it too small and too weak for it to allow to pierce human skin. Think about that for a minute. It disables certain genes in the female mosquito, which makes their proboscis more like a male's, which is not capable of piercing human skin. So they can't spread diseases. I don't know. Mosquitoes that can't bite? Mosquitoes that can't bite. Sounds like a winner to me. You know, I don't know about you, but you ever out in the middle of someplace like this, where we very well might be very soon because of the war that's coming in this country? That seems to me like that would be a huge blessing. And not to really kick a dead horse, but, you know, Disney is part of Florida. How many of you have ever seen the series Jessica Jones? Some people have taken issue with some of the images that I've shown on my channel of just girls at the beach in bikinis. Jessica Jones on Disney has scenes in it that are straight up porn. And of course, it's the kind of porn that a certain group of people in this country has to push. Mixed porn. Do you think I'm kidding? Go check it out. There are certain scenes from the Marvel comic book Disney series, Jessica Jones, that I can't show here on YouTube because they're too, what's the word? They use spicy, I guess. But they're not going to let it go. They're not going to let it go. How many of you remember Knoxville's, Tennessee's Red Summer, the riot of 1919? So that's why I talk about Patriot Nurse. That's where she lives, Knoxville. It's going to be a hotbed for a certain group of people that hate America and proudly hate America. They want America to fail. They've come out and said they want America to fail. Look up black nationalism, black power, black separatism. Believe me, it's going to be decided next year here in Florida. There's allegedly this poll that puts Casey DeSantis neck and neck with Byron Donalds. That's a joke and a lie. Casey DeSantis is going to win running away. And that's probably going to be the spark that sets off a lot of protests. Because Trump is going to push a bunch of fake polls showing Byron Donalds winning, and then she's going to win by 10 points. And of course, they're going to drop the R word, and if you're still too sensitive to the R word, well, I don't know what to say. At this point, Gen X, you need to get over it and wear it like a badge proudly. Because it's us or them at this point. There's no coexisting anymore. This concept of coexisting needs to go out the door. Because we've tried for over 100 years, and it's gotten nothing but worse. If 2020 didn't prove that, I mean, I don't know what else to say. But people have to start standing up and telling the truth. Martin Luther King regretted the fact that there was a law and order society taking hold because of the Ku Klux Klan, because of the white moderate, more devoted to law and order, safe streets, safe schools, safe shopping centers, safe public spaces. They were more devoted to that than there being continual violence and upheaval and riots, or as they like to call it, justice. When it truly isn't. But it'll be the unintended effects. The unintended effects. Constitutional gun ban incoming. Mark my words, they're already making the plans for it. And I'll leave it there. Join us, Florida Monkey Patreon channel. Brand new content over there. Believe me, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the coward. If you're still stuck in this pluralistic, rainbow-colored, everybody just needs to all get along nonsense world, probably not for you. But if you're ready to take the next step and move forward, love to have you. God bless. Pray for each other. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. Lift each other up. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time.